Wade, you ain't try to touch the belly or nothing. At no time did you want to touch the belly to see your unborn child. Y'all, I think Wade might be a little bit slow. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? All right, let's get into the new Netflix documentary titled Maternal Instincts. It's a doozy, y'all. And this, and let me just say this right now, this video will contain spoilers. So if you have not watched, save this video and come back later. All right, so this documentary, the gist of it is this woman is stopped for driving crazy on the road by police, and she's telling them that she just had a baby, but they take her to the hospital and discover that she indeed did not have a baby child. And while this documentary is very sad and not funny at all, it had its funny moments where, like, for example, the doctor came back and was like, "Girl, no, absolutely not. She did not have a baby because how you still got your pants on? There is just, girl, where did you get this baby from?" I don't know whether to categorize Taylor as a sociopath or a psychopath, but I do know that she is a pathological liar. The lady, we end up learning, of course, that she unalived this woman who was pregnant, who she was actually the photographer for this woman's wedding. She would photo shoot, and she built a friendship with the lady. And this is the woman that she ends up stealing the baby from, and in the process, of course, unalives the woman. And let me just say this, Megan, who I believe is the woman who was unalived, and Taylor stole her baby. Her husband was not in the documentary. We do see clips of him at her funeral. We don't get no interviews with Taylor's family. That's who I want to hear from, because I want to know, how does one become such evil? Like, I do believe that demons be here on earth just cutting up and doing stuff, and I do believe she is a demon, but I want to know, like, what family does this type of evil come from? Like, I need more backstory, because all we get to, we start when we get some people in there who had interactions with her, from like previous jobs. I believe somebody from high school, a few people from high school, but I want to know what her childhood was like. What was she like as a child? What impression did she leave on her family members? I need more backstory on Taylor, because what the hell? But I need more people to start asking more questions, because Wade's family, they tried to tell him, they did, but I believe that they I believe that they believed her lies about the money to a certain point, because she brought her mother-in-law a car. The car was repoed like 2 weeks later, but I believe they were trying to stick around for the money. But at the point where you kind of figure this out very quickly, like, hey, this isn't happening. This does not appear to be true. What is really happening here? Y'all need to, somebody need to call the authorities, because what do you mean? And then the poor hospital where Taylor had the full hysterectomy, they saw the shenanigans that she was doing on Facebook, so much to the point that they kind of locked down their hospital where the babies are, because they thought that she was going to steal a baby from the hospital. But if this was such to trigger that at the hospital, why wouldn't the authorities alert it? Because I feel like there's certain things that should have happened before it got to the situation with Megan. And let me just say this as well. The real estate people, had Wade and Taylor been black, y'all wouldn't have engaged in them shenanigans for as long as y'all did. Cause let me keep moving. It's Juneteenth. I'm gonna keep moving. So as of today, I think, of course, Taylor is still on death row in Texas, and she's like the fourth woman or something like that. But just move her to the front of the line, because unalive her fast. She don't need to be on Earth no more. Because what? I also keep saying that we are underestimating the amount of slow people on this planet. Y'all just go through my comments sometimes. Like, people are, sometimes it becomes terrifying, the thought process that lands people to certain, like, conclusions about things. And I just watching this documentary just reinforced the amount of slow people that exist. It's way more than I think we actually think because mm, let me also say this. Wade's friend, his former friend, the guy, again, this was a sad, tragic story. But him, that friend, I feel like he's a good time. I feel like he's a good time, and I feel like I can hang out with him. I love highly unserious people, hence, this whole channel is unserious. Even in serious moments like this, I like Wade's friend. And the last random thing that I'll say about this documentary is Facebook. Y'all be having y'all business down to the Facebook because it was like they saw everything. And I mean, the old people, they put the stuff on the book. Anyway, if you watch this documentary, let me know your thoughts in the comments, respectfully, of course. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.